Alright, Shalom, Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praises unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, the honors of the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom to my Akim, Wa'akim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawakab coming at you with another lesson. And today, I just want to go into, being aware of, who the true prophets are, okay, and the inspiration to do this lesson actually was from an elder's, I believe it was an elder's lesson, if not just another brother's lesson, where they were talking about how a lot of people are deceiving the masses and telling people a whole bunch of things and kind of like cherry picking certain verses in the scriptures and then making a whole doctrine out of it, basically, like, only Old Testament, only dark skin only Israelites or whatever like that, when all of that is not the case. All right, the scriptures never said salvation is determined on your skin color. All right, which is actually pretty funny that I'm saying that. Which is actually pretty funny that I'm saying that because, I think it's funny that I'm saying that because, I guess I would say way back when, but also even today, I'd say Christians and other people would complain and say that, oh, you have to be a so-called black person to be saved, okay? When we don't preach that, okay? Well, even during my early days, I didn't believe that you had to be a so-called black person to be saved. You have to have the bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which by extension means you're like you have to be, or a modern day so-called black man, so-called modern day so-called Hispanic, so-called Native American, basically. Not modern day, but basically what the world ignorantly calls the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Okay? But even then, that's more of it's oversimplification of, who the true Israelites are, okay? When in actuality, it's not just determined on, does your genealogy go all the way back down to a so-called black man, Hispanic, Native American, okay? And when there's more than just them, okay? What's it called? One thing that I believe I did do a lesson on it before, but there was also the Ainu that are in Japan today. Okay, they from the research that I did. So from the research that I did, it looked like they basically fit and went through all the exact same curses that specifically the Native Americans went through. Okay, so they were trading and dealing well with the Japanese, and then just like the Native Americans were trading and dealing well with the European when they first came to America or North America, whatever, and there was also the instances where the Native Americans were taken from America, brought to Europe, and also there was also I couldn't find too much information on it, but the Ainu specifically, when they were also taken on slave ships as well. I don't know too much details on it, but basically there is this one island in Russia, as well as the country, the big landmass of the country called Russia, okay, where there was also Ainu living there as well, and they were taken. They were all moved to Japan. Okay, so yeah, that's basically a summary of all that. It's not a matter of your skin color or what race you look like. Okay, it's not your phenotype, but it's your genotype. Okay, so does your what Slakia? So one thing, that brothers always refer to is your talent. Okay, let me actually get that. As a matter of fact. Bear with me 1 second, slog here. Matthew chapter 5, verse 13. Ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost his savor, wherewith shall be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of man. Okay, so Israel is the salt of the earth. Okay, basically being the best thing, the special part of the world. Okay. Another thing I want to go into is actually right quick. One thing I think would probably be a bit controversial to talk about is me personally, speaking as a man, I believe that Eminem is actually in Israel, and of course he seems and he looks and he kind of acts like an Edomite, but me again, it's not about a matter of like my personal likes, Slacky again, my personal likes, but in terms of and I'm not saying it to be like a respecter of persons, because at the end of the day I don't really care about celebrities like that, and if he's not an Israelite and he gets destroyed, I'm all fine and dandy with that. I really don't care. I'm just saying that, in my opinion, speaking as a man, only Israel and Israelite could come up with such like amazing double entendres. Okay, because there's a lot of things that he said that was that's honestly just crazy. All right, like if you've seen like a lot of his old stuff and even his new stuff, because it looks like he just did not lose his touch. Okay, a lot of the stuff that he says, it's like crazy wordplay, but you won't be able to see it or catch it on the first listen to. You'll see it, after you hear it, like one or two times, or actually go in and look and examine his lyrics. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like, you just never know who could be an Israelite, right? You have to examine and try the spirit, which leads me, okay, to my the next topic. Slacky, let me get this. Slacky, I should have been prepared for that. Okay, 1 John, I did have it, Slacky. 1 John, chapter 4, from the top. Believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, whether they are of Yahawah, because many false prophets are gone out into the world. Okay, so now, as I was mentioning before, early on in this video, there's going to be a lot of false prophets or people that are going to cherry pick and pick certain things in order to create a doctrine. All right, like there's one thing I don't know if you heard. But there were these people that were saying that Yahawashi was a necromancer, okay, doing all these things and saying that, oh, because he did it, we can go practice witchcraft, necromancy, and all this stuff like that. All right, when there's a difference, okay? Like, what's the I heard a really good comparison, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it justice. But basically, there's a difference between, practicing like witchcraft and then just having straight up power. Okay, like if you Slakia, like I don't know what's a good comparison. I really wish I could remember it, but basically think Dragon Ball Z, okay? What's it called? Poverty would use magic, all right? Whereas the main cast, okay, they have like just straight up power and stuff like that, and they're able to just make stuff happen and mold the world to their will, all right? And that's a huge difference than specializing in and practicing a specific type of thing, okay? Like I guess like reality bending or something like that, so to speak. I wish I remembered the analogy that the brother or elder had made, but Yahawadah, you still are able to receive the understanding, because again, it's just like if you say you're a necromancer, you need to do all these spells, you have to create all these potions and whatnot, whereas for Yahawashi, all he had to do was say, get up off the ground, or get out from on the ground, wake up from your death, wake up from your slumber, and then the person arises, okay? Like that's a big difference between power and necromancy, all right? So, verse 2, hereby know ye the spirit of Yahawah, every spirit that confesseth that Yahawashi HaMashiach is come in the flesh is of Yahawah, all right? So again, like that's another thing. If it's the collective, all right? Like it's not just someone that says, "Oh, I believe in God, but I don't believe in Yahawashi." I believe in this, but I don't believe in that. It's a whole word of Yahawah, okay? Doesn't the scripture say, ye shall not live by bread and water alone, but by every word of Yahawah, all right? Verse 3, and every spirit that confesses not that Yahawashi HaMashiach is come in the flesh is not of Yahawah, and this is that spirit of Antichrist or anti-Hamashiach, wherefore ye have heard that it should come, and even now already is it in the world. All right, so that's another thing. I actually wanted to briefly go into the Antichrist. People are saying like, "Oh, who's the Antichrist?" Okay, but it's not. Through the teachings of the, which all I did because I heard that it was a big problem that not a lot of people are reading or watching the videos. Okay, but there was a big thing that the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, they taught me that, or they showed that the Antichrist isn't just one person. Like people are, like, oh my God, who's the Antichrist? No, it's multiple people. It's anyone that's against Yahawashi, all right? Because because like, say if you're anti-black, you're anti-white, anti-anything, then that's not exclusive to one person, okay? It's whoever is not for Yahawashi, and that is the anti-Hamashiach, okay? And anyone that's against Yahawashi, so that could be just atheists, people who hate the truth, okay? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Esau, Edom, doesn't matter. All right, anyone and everyone could be. All right, it's just whoever is against Yahawashi. Verse 4, ye are of Yahweh little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. They are of the world, therefore speak they of the world, and the world heareth them. We are of Yahweh. He that knoweth Yahweh heareth us. He that is not of Yahweh heareth not us. Hereby know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error. Okay, so they are the spirit of error. Okay, they know not. They don't speak. They don't speak of Yahweh. They speak of the world. Okay, they speak of their own lust. Okay, the scriptures also said that there would be people seeking after their own lusts. All right, and just to a precept, right quick. I want to get into a couple of these precepts. 2 John verse 7. For many deceivers are entered into the world, who confess not that YAHAWASHI is come in the flesh. This is a deceiver and an antichrist. Okay, so even there it specifies that though many deceivers, okay, are entered into the world and confess that YAHAWASHI is not, okay, is not coming in the flesh. Okay, so those are the antichrists. Okay, multiple antichrists. Bear with me when we get this. A quick one, another one. 1 John chapter 2, verse 18. Little children, it is the last time, and as ye have heard that Antichrist shall come, even now are there many Antichrists, whereby we know that it is the last time. Okay, so again, once another precept pushing out and proving that there are multiple Antichrists. Okay, let me get this as well. Bear with me, Slakia. Okay, John chapter 15, verse 21, but all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin, but now they have no cloak for their sin. He that hateth me, hateth my Father also. So again, you can't love Yahweh, you can't love Yahweh and hate Yahawashi. Okay, so it's a collective thing. Okay, so that's for those people that are preaching Old Testament only. Just as an example, okay, it's unharmonious. All right, and right quick, there's also, I recommend, if I believe I did do it, but in case I didn't, go check out GMS Brothers video or lesson on was Yahawashi prophesied in the Old Testament. Okay, I don't really have time to go into it now, but I just want to let it be known. Okay. Next, verse 24. If I had not done among them the works which none other man did, they had not had sin, but now have they both seen and hated both me and my Father. Okay, so again, just at the end of the day, the people, when they have a problem with this word being pushed out, when they have a problem with Yahawashi, when they have a problem with anything involving the truth, okay, it's because that they hate Yahweh, and Yahawashi Slakia. Okay, they have a problem with the truth. If they have a problem with the truth, they have a problem with the Most High. These people that are saying that they believe in God, they don't believe. Well, they may say that they believe in God, but they hate the Most High God. All right. They hate him, okay? Because when he tells you guys where you're going off, he tells you, he warns you with whatever, okay? You don't want to listen. You just want to keep on doing what you were doing, all right? Slack it, there we go. And to end it off, last thing I want to get into, Matthew chapter 24, verse 4, and Yahawashi answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrow, okay? So, all these, false prophets, all these people lying, okay, saying all these, trying to get you to follow into a perverse lust, a perverse doctrine, okay? Avoid them, because this is all prophesied to happen. So prophesied to happen in the last days, so that you guys would fall into, the deception, okay? The deception of the MOTB, okay? Especially the MOTB, which a lot of people people knew what it was before, but now it's like everyone has amnesia, all right? They have amnesia, they don't know what it is. They're trying to say that what it is isn't actually what it is anymore, all right? But with that, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Ba'asham Yahawashi, Ba'asham Rakakwadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and with that I want to say Shalom.